So Gary, did you want to hear my story?
Yes, that story you told me about talking to LRH right when he was in the middle of screaming at the top of his lungs at one of his executives.
Okay, let me correct this, because I never ever heard Hubbard scream or squeal like a piggy. Hubbard had a booming, bellowing voice, boom, boom, very powerful. And I was trying to hide out at the end of this long, long hallway because I'd just given Tony Dunleavy, who was my boss, the papers, and I came outside, and I hear this voice bellowing at the end of the hallway. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, I'm going to stay here. I'm not going anywhere near that. Who's that? And I look down there. It's far, far down the hall. And suddenly I hear this, hiya, and a grin from ear to ear, and this incredible golden energy just emanating, like pouring all the way down the hallway at me. It went whoom, and I went, all right, I'm fine, and off I go down the hallway, and it's Ron Hubbard. I couldn't see who he had been yelling at. Maybe he was yelling. He was pounding his fist on the banister, and when I approached him, I had only been there, it's my third day on the ship, really. I see the man he's yelling at. He's a very close person to him. And I say, hiya, Ron. And he talks to me for 15 minutes. Welcome aboard. It's so good to meet you, and you've done so well. Am I talking low enough? Not really. But yes. I'm trying to mimic him. He is very animated and very happy to see me. He had heard all about my missions and all this, and gave me the top power mission in the Sea Org. For this mission, I went to New York City to recover the New York org from this bottleneck. And what was that Dianetics course they had done, the new Dianetics thing?
Ned?
No, but way before that. This is back in 1969.
Oh, HSDC, the Hubbard Standard Dianetics
Hubbard
course.
Standard Dianetics course. There was this course room full of people. I got there. The new Class 8s had come back. The original 8s had just arrived back to the United States from the ship. And things were not going well. So I sent off all my paperwork and my files. And when I got to the ship at the end of my mission, I saw this routing form. And at the top in red ink was Hubbard's handwriting. And it was a routing form. My mission, it was this high, a stack. I did very good admin. And it was going through the lines in the, on the ship. And here's Hubbard's handwriting saying, "This is excellent, very well done, top power mission, that love Ron," written on the whole side of the routing form.
Wow.
I have a mental picture of it. I wish I had the real thing, would be great. But it gave me such an acknowledgement, so that when it turned out it was Hubbard beaming and saying hi, welcoming me to the ship, I just beamed and blossomed back, because it was just wonderful, it was just the best experience to be there and see that someone in real life is as real as he was on all these tapes I'd heard on the briefing course. When Ira and I got to St. Hill, Hubbard had just left on the ship, so we missed him by really a few weeks. And although I knew John McMasters, got to know the First Clear very closely. He was lovely. But there was nothing like meeting Hubbard. It was in my world. I was from the North Shore of Oahu in Hawaii, and I always wanted to get to the big city. I lived in San Francisco, I lived in Los Angeles, Santa Monica. When I got to New York City, whoa, I finally arrived at the city. Well, Hubbard was like, da-da-da-da, New York, Los Angeles, New York City, it's all around Hubbard. He was how he really was. He was just shining, wonderful person. And it might have had something to do with me, because I saw him as an equal. He granted me complete beingness to be myself. And to me, this is what Scientology was all about, right, Gary?
That's what I thought at that time.
And we all had our own different experiences. And stories, I believe, are the fabric or what makes life real. And we each share and we have our own stories to tell. Yeah, we all have our funny stories to tell. And my best stories are the ones of Hubbard. So Ron cut himself in the middle of bellowing, that's the word I use really, pounding on the banister to greet me and welcome me to the ship, his top missionaire, blah, blah, blah. We had this incredible thing. It was like two universes full of galaxies and stars meeting, you know? It was this huge thing. Whoa, golden energy. Whoa. And I felt no sexual attraction at all, to set the matter very straight. There was not the tiniest ounce of male, female. We were totally out of body, out of mind, in an incredible spiritual existence where we've known each other many times along the track, obviously. And when I carried on after about 15 minutes down the stairs saying goodbye, aloha, that's me from Hawaii, he proceeded to continue to bellow and pound on the banister to this guy. Boom, boom, boom. The right amount of intent at the right tone level to get the person's attention to create a duplication of what Hubbard himself was trying to send across that communication line. People were out of it on the ship. They were quaking in their boots. They're, oh, Hubbard's here, la, like this. It was nuts. I was prancing around because that's what I do. Having fun, free of body and mind, and just being keyed out in general all the time. And each time I met Hubbard, it was just incredible. Universes opening up. It was brilliant for me. So I think we've gone enough time on this one. So I'll end this for now. Love to all of you.